when you spoke out against the injustices of apartheid. Our freedom required your voice when you did that. So I urge you to think, when we think about the people that we're working with, we are not talking about beneficiaries, we should be talking about citizens. We are not talking about charity cases, we should be talking about citizens. We are not talking about recipients, we should be talking about citizens. And we're not talking about clients, we should be talking about citizens. And let's be clear, the push that many of us are under, from the donor community in particular, is to show results, targets, benchmarks, and so on. While this is important to an extent, it's worth reminding ourselves of the words of Albert Einstein, when he once said, "Not everything that counts can be measured, and not everything that can be measured counts." Not everything that counts can be measured, and not everything that can be measured counts. And let me conclude in exactly the same way I concluded in 2001 during the International Year of the Volunteer with a personal story. When I was 22 years old, I was fleeing the country into exile, and a friend of mine, Kumi Naidoo, asked me, what is the biggest contribution that we can make as a volunteer for justice and democracy? And my answer was giving our life. And he said, "You mean going out, participating in a demonstration, getting killed, and becoming a martyr?" I said, "Yes." He said, "That's not the right answer." He said, "It's not giving your life, but giving the rest of your life." I was 22 years old at the time. He was a vegetarian. I wasn't. I didn't quite get vegetarianism, to be honest. At that time, I get it now. And I thought, what is he talking about? 2 years later, while in exile myself, I received a call saying that my friend Lenny and 3 young women from my home city had been brutally murdered by the apartheid regime. And I had to think deeply about what he was saying. What he was saying is, the struggle to end poverty, the struggle for human rights, the struggle for meaningful democracy is a marathon, not a sprint. And those of us that have the benefit of having 3 meals a day, a roof over our heads, and the ability to send our children to school, need to recognize that it's a privilege to be involved in the work that we do. And I know that many of you, like me, can get depressed sometimes with the challenges that we face in our day-to-day work. And the message that I would like to urge you to take away from this wonderful IAVE conference as we go back home is that, however difficult things might be, that this world that we live in will be a much more bleaker place, a much more pessimistic place, were it not for the work that each and every one of you do, and each and every one of you do within your communities. So with that words, on behalf of CIVICUS and also the Global Call to Action Against Poverty, I thank you for having us here and wish you very, very well in all the important work that you do. Muchas gracias. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.